we are here with Gina from the Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm really liking this season so far, and we were just talking about how tonight is a really, really fun episode.
Yeah.
And I was really happy to see that you and Travis are back living together.
Me too.
How has it been having everyone under one roof again?
It's been wonderful. Honestly, obviously that has been something that has been really hard for us as a family.
Travis and I have made the decision to move back in together. You gonna carry me through the threshold?
I'm not.
Although I don't regret taking the time that I felt like I needed to kind of figure it out, I'm actually really happy because now we've come together and I'm recommitted in a way that like I feel fully 100% committed to this situation and this circumstance. So it feels really good. The kids are so happy.
Well, I want to get into everything going on this season because the fans have really been rallying around Katie. Did that surprise you at all? And is there something you think that maybe everyone's missing?
Well, I think it will become more clear. I think it's really difficult for the fans to see things that aren't there. So I think it's really difficult for them to understand the things that were happening off camera, right? We do our best to try to explain that. That's number one. I think number two, things will become more clear as time goes on. But also, I'm going to be honest, like I'm questioning this whole idea that all of the fans are rallying there because I see some of it, but I certainly don't see all of that. First of all, on the show, nobody has a problem with Katie anymore. Like as soon as she apologized for the things that she had done to me from the previous year, I immediately moved on and on good grounds with her. And I feel like most of the women are, except for Shannon, obviously, you know. And I understand it. I think that Shannon, in that particular instance, I think she's even said this, maybe even to you, that she feels that maybe she overreacted a bit. She was giving the emotion for that circumstance based on where she was emotionally at the time that it all happened. And I think a little bit of it was displaced.
I am not going to let you rile me up.
I'll let the ladies handle it.
This girl, worse than Alexis Bellino, worse than Tamra Judge. That's bad. We're done.
So, I mean, certainly Shannon doesn't think that Katie is worse than Alexis. Let's be real, okay?
Well, I know you've said in interviews that you would reconsider your spot on the show if Katie were to return. When we talked to Katie, I think it was a couple weeks ago, she said she'd love to come back for another season so she could try to get everyone to know her more on a deeper level because she doesn't feel like she's been afforded that opportunity. Is that something you'd be open to? What do you think of that?
So here's my take on it. I think that first of all, I understand it's like you say something and it gets blown very out of proportion. I understand that. And I just speak from my heart. What I'm talking about, I feel like has actually less to do with specifically with Katie and more to do with this problem that I think we've been having the last couple of years where it's been incredibly hard to find women that can come into this group and assimilate into this group that just they simply want to exist and form authentic friendships and just hang out with us and become a part of the crew. I think that it's because of the whole housewifedom, it's now a thing where women come into this circumstance and they think that they have to do certain things in order to survive. And that's really scary for us as a group of women who aren't doing that necessarily. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The problem is, it's like, I just don't know how you trust somebody that's already approached this in such a weird way, you know, and a threatening way. I don't know. That's why I love Jen Pedranti.
I was just going to say, I feel like Jen was the complete opposite of what you just
described. She really is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jen is just, she doesn't even know what's going on half the time. And I love her for it, you know? Like, okay. She's just really trying to, like, figure it out. And honestly, she's trying to build new friendships, and she's also trying to understand why some of her other relationships went off the rails. But either way, she's there just authentically to share who she is. She shares her life, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or messy. There's some things that I feel like she shared that I was surprised that she's even opened up and shared about, and I think that that's really cool and a really effective way to just naturally become part of the group, you know? Yeah. And I don't even always get along with Jen, but that's okay, you know? I just like Jen because she's just being herself.
Yeah, no, she's a great addition
and
to
that's why it works. So like the thing is, I don't know if Katie gets that and if she would be capable of doing that. I wish that she did that the first time. I'm the one who brought her in the group, you know what I mean? And I adored her when I first met her. And I just wanted her so badly to just be that person in this group. And I don't know what it is. Maybe she just got, you know, caught up in all of it. Yeah. So, but that's interesting that she says that, you know. I mean, I understand her. I don't know why honestly she would want to be in this group anymore.
You and Emily got a little bit of backlash for commenting on Gretchen's appearance.
Yeah.
You guys jokingly said she looked like an Instagram filter from 2003, like she dips herself in formaldehyde.
She looks like a fake person.
She dips herself in formaldehyde every night.
She looks like an Instagram filter from 2003. She's like the Barbie filter. Yeah. From 2003.
Now, is there anything you'd like to clear up about that conversation?
I was so surprised how much we got, because literally, you have to understand, we were complimenting Gretchen.
Yeah.
Like Emily saying she's dipped in formaldehyde, meaning she's well preserved. Me saying, and you have to understand too, we call her Gretchers. I've told Gretchers this to her face. I'm like, you look like a walking Instagram filter, okay? And maybe, yes, I understand the 2003 comment is snarky, but Gretchen herself laughs about the fact that she hasn't changed her style from when she left to now. And come on, man, we're on a reality show. I'm not shy about having real conversations that I have with my girlfriends on camera, right? This is a real conversation between two girlfriends. Do we get a little snarky? Yes, but what do you want the whole show to be? Oh, Gretchen's looking lovely today. She looks spot on beautiful. The end. Like, would we be here right now?
Right.
No,
right.
I mean, that's just a real conversation between two friends joking it up. And why I like Gretchen is because Gretchen, you can have fun with Gretchen. So I could say all of this to Gretchen and she would laugh with us. She's a good time. I was surprised by that. I was like, are you going to be? But she really is.
Yeah. Well, I guess you never know with, you know, what you've seen versus what you see on TV.
Totally, to me, Gretchen is so different than I thought she was going to be. And I was like so surprised by it. I like when people surprise me.
And you know, Jen, she sort of called Heather out for kind of sticking up for Tamra.
I call bullshit. Heather's always going to go to bat for Tamra. She's scared of her. She knows what she's capable of.
You know, there's two sides to everything.
Do you think that Heather's afraid of Tamra?
Oh gosh, it's such I think Heather herself even admits that there's times that she is afraid of Tamra. I mean, are we gonna sit here and pretend like Tamra's not scary? Like, she's a little scary, you know? But I think that Tamra's the type of person that's very reactionary. And Tamra's the type of person that will tell you how it is directly in the moment, and she gets very activated. We all know this about Tamra. And sometimes she'll go a little below the belt. And Heather is not great with that kind of sparring. Like, she'll spar with you. I mean, I'm in trouble with fancy pants like every day, right? But she'll spar with somebody that she knows she can spar with, but you'll stay kind of within bounds. I think it's the fact that sometimes Tamra, she admitted, I mean, she's in therapy to work on this, you know? She goes out of bounds, and I think that does scare Heather.
Well, kind of switching gears a little bit, because I want to get into some fun stuff that we saw. You know, this dinner, I cannot tell you how happy I was to see everyone getting along and laughing. Which fact surprised you the most? That Terry Dubrow wears lifts in his shoes, or that Jen's vagina is broken, or that Emily watches My 600-Pound Life during sex?
That does not surprise me at all. Or that she incorporates snacks into that. Not at all. Jen's vagina broken.
You know, mine doesn't work.
Your vagina's broken?
Yes.
The hole's closed up?
I had a surgery, and so right now I would take any position, and we're like this right now.
And I was like, what? What does that even mean? Like, how do you break your vagina? You know, that was so wild to me. And then I truly like meant it when I was like, Ryan is a saint. Like, to know that he's dealing with and putting up with everything that he's putting up with. He's like taken on her and all the children. Like, he's really stepped up for her. And they're not even having sex. I mean, wild. That's a good man.
You know, everything gets off to a great start. You know, everyone's getting along, as I said before. Next week, we see that it all kind of starts to fall apart. I think maybe it's implied that you start with or not start with her, but you
finish with her.
She leaves. She says she quits.
Yeah.
You're being rude. And you're sloshed.
How am I not being myself?
I don't know.
She's losing her mind.
I'm not.
Tamra just texted me. She quit.
What can you say about what we're gonna see?
I feel like the problem is there was a lot of people around the table that were lit, and I think that definitely like did not help the circumstance. And it was just, to me, sitting around the table, I was like, this is all just so ridiculous. Like, how do we even get here? But there are things that happen, and there are things that come out. And I just think, honestly, I think Tamra was carrying a pretty heavy load this year. And I know nobody likes to give her a break. Like, I got it. But, like, she was, you know? And I think she just hit a wall, and she just couldn't do it. And she really, I do think she needed a break, you know? And whatever, maybe she was kind of running away from some things, but like sometimes that's what you have to do to for your mental health and protect your peace, you know?
You gotta reset.
You gotta reset. You can let them bash you next week, you know? Like,
well, she always comes back.
Yeah,
anyway,
she came
so.
back. She came
We know
back.
that.
Yeah, she came back. I mean, she's good at dramatics, you know?
Yes.
So it was interesting.